Hey, today's practice is going to be using a yoga bolster for relaxation. So we'll just be using that to kind of very gently open the body while we're lying, focusing on our breath and meditation. So if you don't have a yoga bolster, it's not essential. You could use some sort of rolled up towel or blanket, or you could kind of go through the same practice without any support. But if you do have a yoga bolster or something similar, I'd suggest to try this out. So we're going to start with the yoga bolster lengthways along the mat, so a bit like how I've got set up here. You're going to come and sit so your hips are right up close to the bolster. The legs are going to be just extending a little out to the side, and then you're coming to lie down on the bolster. Nice. So the back of your head can be resting. The arms, it's up to you. Arms could be a little more out to the sides. This can feel kind of nice, maybe to open the shoulders. This feels a bit intense. We will be here for a little amount of time. So instead you could have the arms a little closer to the body, maybe palms facing upwards. And then once you've found your position here, you can start to softly close through the eyes. Bringing awareness to the parts of the body that are directly connected to the ground. So feeling the heaviness through your hips, through your legs, and through your feet. And then allowing with your upper body that weight of the shoulders and head to drop down completely into your support. You can let the front of the body kind of melt down into the back of the body, relaxing around the eyes, around the mouth. Really softening also through your belly. And then from here, you can start to draw the attention a little bit more towards your breathing now. Seeing if you can start to slow gently the pace of your breath down. So nice, slow, easy inhale. And then a nice, slow and easy exhale. And since we're leaning a little bit more towards relaxing the body, rather than activating and energizing the body, you can see maybe if you can extend the exhale a little bit more than your inhale. So nice, easy inhale, slightly longer exhale. We're going to stay in this position another minute or so. And just noticing if your mind does start to wander away from the breath and from the body, that's quite a normal occurrence. So if that starts to happen, you can gently bring the attention back to your body, back to the breath. And once more, perhaps focusing in on lengthening your exhale. So staying here for 3 more breaths. And then you want to transition pretty gently between the poses. So you can just slowly roll over to one side with the help of the hands. We're turning the bolster now the opposite way, so it's going to be parallel to the mat. And we're coming to lie over the bolster again, and this time kind of just our chest and shoulder blades want to be over the bolster. So we're opening the chest a bit deeper now. The head can drop down. If you did prefer to have some sort of support cushion under the back of the head, you could. That kind of depends a little bit the height of the bolster, what feels comfortable for you. Arms again could be a little bit more overhead here. And up to you, legs could be outstretched again, or you could bring the feet gently in and knees apart. If you want to try a bit of both, you could start with the knees in this position. And if it starts to feel a bit more intense for the hips, you could just stretch them out in front of you. And then once you're in that new position, sort of readjust. Allow again that real heaviness to sort of fall throughout the whole body. This time we've also got the back of the head, back of the shoulders, dropping into the ground. A bit more of a deeper opening around the chest here. Letting your breath again really fill out and lengthen. And we're once more going to be staying here for several minutes. So often in this type of position, you might either start to feel a bit restless. Mind might be quite busy. There may be all sorts of reasons you think of trying to come out of the pose. The other thing might be that you start to really have the opposite, but this feeling of real tiredness and heaviness in the body. Now, what we're kind of working towards finding is that point in between where the mind is alert, but it's calm. And some days you might find that, other days you might just be accepting the body's busy or the body's tired. But just noticing that that will change if you practice this at different times of day or different times of the week. So we'll stay here one more minute. Again, just noticing where your mind is right now. See if you can just gently keep the focus on your breath. Staying here 3 more breaths. And then you can slowly from here again roll over onto one side, coming back up to sitting again. And then we're just going to transition so you can spin round now, so that now your knees are under the bolster, feet falling open. Once more coming to lie back down. So you can just ease your way down onto the mat. And if the head kind of felt like it needed, you could bring a very flat cushion or blanket under the head. So just giving a bit of extra support here. Legs are really heavy, feet falling open. Again, arms can be alongside the body. And once more, just settling in to this position. So for this third and final position, you want to again find that heaviness through the whole back of the body that's connected down with the ground. Letting the front of the body drop down again to the back of the body, relaxing as best as you can. Focus is still staying in towards the breath. And we'll stay here one more minute. Just coming to your last few breaths. And then you can slowly bring the feet, this time on your bolster, roll over onto one side and come back gently up to sitting again. So thanks for joining me. This short practice can be super nice either at the end of the day, particularly if you've had a kind of more stressful or busy day at work and you're wanting that moment to relax. But sometimes it's something I also like to do first thing in the morning when you're wanting kind of perhaps that really quiet time. Again, it can be super nice if you know that you've got a busy day ahead of you. So if you're wanting to really plan out and get more advice on how to get these short yoga practices sort of planned in consistently during your week, do check out my yoga at home guide. You can find the links for that down below. And I'll see you in the next practice. Bye.